Rwanda began commemorating 100 days marking the 29th anniversary of the 1994 genocide, in which 800,000 people, most of them from the Tutsi ethnic group, were massacred by Hutu militia. France has announced the upcoming erection of a memorial dedicated to the victims of the genocide. The move has been welcomed by many survivors. Here now is a report from Kigali.
President Paul Kagame and the First Lady are led to a symposium in capital Kigali. The East African nation is marking a special occasion. It's been 29 years since the brutal genocide of 1994, the country's darkest year and moment.
Today, we gather to honor the continued sacrifice of survivors and remember all those we lost during the genocide against the Tutsi. I thank all of you for refusing to be defined by this tragic history.
In a church in Nyamata, south of the capital Kigali, the possessions of the dead have been left. Some 5,000 Tutsis sought sanctuary in the church. Rwanda suffered one of the 20th century's most brutal genocides. 800,000 people were murdered in 3 months. Before 1994, there was no word for trauma here. Mental illness was usually addressed by traditional healers, but after the massacre, counseling was needed as a matter of urgency. A national policy for mental health was established the following year. Rwanda has brought itself back from the brink of chaos, but almost 3 decades on, invisible scars still run deep. Kigali for decades accused Paris, which had close ties to the ethnic Hutu regime in power at the time, of complicity in the mass killings. After years of tensions, a commission of historians appointed by Macron in 2021 returned a damning indictment of France's role in the bloodshed. It said France had been blind to preparations for the genocide and bore serious and overwhelming responsibility, findings that the French government accepted. The commission found no proof, however, of French complicity in the bloodshed.
I think this is part of this desire to appease memories and relations between France and Rwanda, because one of the causes, the bone of contention, is the genocide. Once it is recognized, once we do have the work of remembrance, the work of truth, the memory work, the work of commemoration, together, once we remember together, we can live together.
France is now set to build a memorial for the victims of the 1994 Rwanda genocide. The monument will be erected in Paris on the left bank of the river Seine, not far from the foreign ministry.
I think it's very important to have a place in the heart of Paris for this place of memory of all these people who lost their lives because they were Tutsi. And it is a national tribute first of all, but it is a permanent tribute. We must never forget, and history must always be taught. So that's never again.
C'est un hommage permanent.
Many say the new memorial would allow recognition of the extreme importance of the 1994 catastrophe and highlight France's responsibility. Bureau Report, WION World is One.